If you ask someone in Japan about ghosts, they'll probably just laugh it off. It's the stuff of movies, of children's stories. But then try asking them about a specific place, a certain tunnel, an abandoned hospital, or a quiet forest path. That's when the laughter stops, the smile fades, and a heavy silence fills the room. Suddenly, it's not just a story anymore. These aren't the dramatic tales you see in horror films. They're quiet, unsettling whispers that linger in the shadows of everyday life, spoken about only when absolutely necessary. So what are these legends that even the most skeptical people in Japan refuse to talk about? Let's find out. Japan is a country of mountains, and to get through them, you have to build tunnels. Thousands of them crisscross the landscape, engineering marvels that cut through solid rock. But some of these tunnels are different. Locals avoid them, especially at night, taking long detours just to stay away. If you ask why, you won't get a straight answer. Just a nervous glance and a quiet warning to do the same. Those who have dared to drive through these specific tunnels come back with stories that are eerily similar. They talk about the sound of laughter, a child's giggle, echoing off the damp concrete walls even when they're completely alone. Some drivers report hearing footsteps, keeping perfect pace with their car just outside the driver's side door, no matter how fast they go. Others see shadows in their peripheral vision, dark figures that seem to dart and dance at the very edge of their headlights, always staying just out of clear sight. The most terrifying accounts come from those who, for one reason or another, had to stop their car inside. Maybe it was engine trouble, or maybe they were just trying to prove the stories wrong. Folklore warns against this. It says if you stop, something will emerge from the deep darkness ahead. You won't see it clearly at first, just a shape detaching itself from the shadows. And then you'll hear it. A slow, rhythmic scraping sound. It's the sound of something dragging itself along the walls, getting closer and closer. The advice is always the same: don't look, don't wait. Just drive. Now, let's move from the dark mountain roads to a place that's supposed to be about healing and life, hospitals. But in Japan, even these sterile, brightly lit environments have their own unsettling legends. Stories circulate among nurses and night shift staff about strange occurrences that defy all logic. One of the most common involves old, retired pagers. These are devices that have been sitting in a storage closet for years, batteries long dead, disconnected from any network. Yet, on certain nights, one will suddenly activate. It'll light up, beep, and display a message. The message always comes from a phone number that has been out of service for decades. And the message itself is chillingly simple. It's just a room number followed by a single word: alone. Now, nurses are professionals. They're dedicated to their patients. So even though it makes no sense, they feel compelled to check. They'll go to the room number from the message, often finding it empty, perhaps waiting for a new patient. But as soon as they step inside, they feel it. A sudden, oppressive change in the atmosphere. The air grows thick and heavy. The room, though visibly empty, feels crowded, as if it's packed with unseen people, all watching. The feeling is so overwhelming that even the most seasoned staff members will back out, close the door, and refuse to go back in until morning. They never know who sent the message, or what they were being told they were alone with. This brings us to a crucial element that sets Japanese legends apart: the rules. In Western horror, the monster usually just chases you. It's a test of speed and strength. But in Japan, it's often a test of willpower and obedience. The legends are filled with very specific, non-negotiable rules. If you hear someone call your name in an empty empty place, don't look back. If you're walking alone at night and hear footsteps behind you that stop when you stop, don't turn around. If a mysterious voice asks you a question, don't answer. If you see a strange procession, don't speak first. Don't follow strange sounds. Don't pick up objects left in unusual places. The list goes on and on. People who have had close encounters and lived to tell the tale all say the same thing. Your survival has nothing to do with being brave or strong. It has everything to do with following the rules. Because in these stories, the entities aren't necessarily aggressive hunters. They don't chase you down. They're more like gatekeepers, patiently waiting for you to make a mistake. They wait for you to give them permission. Looking back, answering the call, breaking the rule, that's the invitation. It's you opening the door and letting them in. And once that door is open, it can never be closed again. The fear isn't about being caught. It's about the horrifying realization that you were the one who sealed your own fate by making one simple, wrong choice. So what does all this mean? It's easy to dismiss these stories as just folklore or scary campfire tales designed to give you a thrill. But in Japan, they're treated with a different kind of respect. They're not just warnings meant to scare children away from dangerous places. They're viewed more like instructions, quiet knowledge passed down through generations. They're a user manual for coexisting with a world that we don't fully understand. The laughter in the tunnel, the call from the dead, the rules of the night, they all serve the same purpose. They're cultural memories of encounters that defy explanation. You can choose to laugh at them, to call them superstitions. You can be the brave one who stops in the tunnel, who answers the strange voice, who breaks the rules just to prove a point. But according to the legends, if you ignore the warning, you don't just have a scary experience. You become the next story. You become the reason the rule exists in the first place. You become a part of the quiet, unsettling history that everyone else refuses to talk about. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this glimpse into the shadows, be sure to follow for more.